Here defensively on third. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Target. Black 99, feel it. Down. Blue 80. Reset. Come back.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds Coates complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Black 99, feel it.
On second down, here's Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller from 10 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Super 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We're good. We're good.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Out of the gun. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Past the 20. And he will have a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air it out deep. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Houston Texans, Charles, 3-game win streak. Remember, they started 0-3, now 3-3 after that dramatic win with a pick six by Jonathan Joseph over Buffalo. So all of a sudden, things looking up for them.
And how about their defense really starting to step up now? Now they got J.J. Watt back, Whitney Merciless, the addition of Tyrann Mathieu. They've really come together because Deshaun Watson struggled a little bit in this one. He's been getting hit a lot this season, had to make a lot of plays. This is the 3rd straight win for Houston, where Watson has had 3 or more turnovers. That's unlikely in the NFL, so give their defense a ton of credit for that pick six by Jonathan Joseph that sealed it. That's a heck of a win for the Houston Texans.
So right now, a lot of focus on that O-line and keeping Watson healthy.
Best they can do. The hard part is trying to make an O-line better during the season. You have what you have. He's going to have to play throughout the rest of the year knowing what he's dealing with, but he's got to find a way to cut down on the turnovers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come back. Tiger.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Fairbairn is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Foreman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson going to give this one to Miller. That's Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 47 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. So that one will be accepted. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go, 12, go. 2 for 66. Start left here.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Goff on third down. And got a man. It's Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Louis.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down is gone. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
11, 17, 17, 17. Tiger, Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
5, 11, 11. Go, 12, go.
On first down, gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Super one. Start left here.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep. Middle, that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, lift, 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 lift. Go, 12, go.
From the red zone now, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The one running back is Gurley.
We're good, we're good.
And they'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Black 22! Black 22!
Again, it's Miller. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Room to run past midfield.